Now, a few days ago, I placed a video on the member feedback section, a few videos below this one, regarding discipline, and a reference to a certain member on that video. Now, what I want to highlight on this video is how this discipline, once it's ingrained in your daily activity of trading, can produce a profit day after day. And this is with low stakes as well. Now, on this day, this member sent me an email and he says it's not quite going as he expected. He's deviated from the course, which he admitted, and he asked for my advice. So I sent a detailed email advising what to do. This member then went to a Facebook group and he says, a much more profitable day after I got talking to my Stuart from BFScalper. So the next 10 days, what this member did, and you'll see this at the end, he actually had a 90 to 95% success rate on 10 consecutive days. 208 trades. He had between a 90 and 95% success rate. All he's done is followed the course, he adhered to the advice, and now he's making a profit day after day after day at fairly low stakes. So I'll show you this now. So the first day after sending the email to the member, he posted his first profit. This is to £10 stakes. The 12th of July, he made £10 and 3 pence that day. He had about a 90% success rate. He actually mentioned in the email that he made a mistake on this one loss at the bottom here. He didn't green it up, which he should have done. So about a 90% success rate, that's the 12th, so that's day one. The very next day, which is the 13th of July, the member made £11.97. And again, if you look in the right, this is one tiny scratch trade. So it's about 95% success rate that day. That's day two. Day 3, the 14th of July, he made £10.09, again to £10 stakes, a 100% successful day. Now at this stage, the member was placing these screenshots on this Facebook group. And you can see here, he says, "Hi guys, it's flattering to receive so many private messages over the last 24 hours, but I'm really far from being a knowledgeable trader on Betfair. It's something you have to learn yourself." So basically what was happening, because this member was placing his screenshots daily, profit and loss, people were asking him, how are you doing it, what's your strategies, what's your methods? That's what happens on groups, you get that a lot. People who are maybe not prepared to put the effort in, if they can see somebody else making a profit consistently, they're looking for a fast track to that, which as we know, is not the way it works. So the next day trading, the 16th of July, you can see the member, he actually mentioned he jumped up to £20 stakes. So he started with £10 stakes. On this day, he started with £20 stakes. He made £16.23 profit, a couple of losses, but still about a 90% success rate on his strike rates. The next day, 17th of July, again £20 stakes, he made £20.70. Again, a 95% success rate. The next day, 18th of July, the member with £20 stakes made £25.55 with a 95% success rate. You can see on the stats here, it's all there. The next day, 19th of July, again with £20 stakes, the member made £21.87 with a 95% strike rate. The very next day, 20th of July, the member made £26.41, a couple of losses, but still about 90% strike rate. The very next day, 21st of July, member made £20.44, still sticking to £20 stakes, and he had, again, about a 90% strike rate. At this point, the member sent me an email, which was on Sunday. He says, "Hi Stuart, I just thought I'd update you how I'm getting on after 9 days using your methods in your videos. I've just completed day 9 using £20 stakes. And as you'll see from the screenshot, I'm averaging £20 a day profit. Pretty fantastic. I plan on sticking with £20 stakes for a few more weeks before going to £30 stakes. Getting a feel for some of the markets now and enjoy taking people's money. Haha. Thanks for the great course. Regards." The screenshot in the email, which I'll show you because I downloaded it. 21st of July, which was 6 PM. Between the 12th and the 21st of July, he's made a profit of £178.82 between £10 and £20 stakes. Markets, he's traded 192 markets and he's had a success rate between 90 and 95%. And again, this is with £10 and £20 stakes. So obviously this member's pleased. The very next day, the 22nd of July, the member made £25.97 with £20 stakes. 95% success rate still. So following the course, the member's results, he started with £10 stakes. Adhered to defensive trading, followed the course exactly as it should have been followed. Moved up to £20 stakes. Continued defensive trading, followed the course exactly as it should have been followed. And what he's actually had is a 90 to 95% successful strike rate for 10 solid days. over 208 trades. That is no fluke, guys. That is no fluke. Consistently, day after day, making profits day after day. And the conclusion is he's made £203 profit in his last 10 days, following exactly what he's taught, using low stakes, between £10 and £20 stakes. And in then 10 days, he's made double the cost of the course, and he can now scale up with full confidence. Because if he's making £10 a day with £10 stakes, £20 a day with £20 stakes, then it goes without saying that he's got confidence to scale up. And where else can you learn to do that? Where else on the internet have you seen or read of this kind of strike rate consistently for 10 days? I think we both know you've not read it anywhere, because I've not as well. And what this means is, following the same strike rate in the equation on £50 stakes with the same strike rate, that is £50 profit a day, or £18,523 per year, if he kept the same strike rate day after day after day with £50 stakes. And 18k a year, that's just on £50 stakes that the market will eat up all day long. And I said this to the member, because if you're making 50 quid a day, 18k a year, then he may be comfortable with that. He may not want to increase his stakes above that. It all depends on you. But what you can see here is that it's working. He's gradually increasing his stakes, and he's maintaining the same strike rate, and the profits are increasing day after day, in correlation with that strike rate, in correlation with his stakes. Maintaining a high strike rate between 90 and 95%, the member's making 10 quid a day profit with £10 stakes. He's averaging £20 a day profit with £20 stakes. I'm sure you can do the maths and see the pattern, because if that increases, and there's no reason why it shouldn't increase, if he keeps the same decision making, the same market perceptions, this member, I would put my hat on it, will get to at least £100 stakes. If he keeps doing what he's doing, maintains the same strike rate, trading the same way, I guarantee this member will be a trader. The member now needs to scale up slowly, as I mentioned in an email, as he has been doing, adhere to the principles taught on the course, gradually increasing his market knowledge. As he's increasing his stakes, obviously he's trading more, he's learning more, he's respecting what is happening in the markets in relation to the increased stakes. And guess what will happen if he does that? Scales up gradually. He will become a successful Betfair trader. This is as perfect an example as you're going to get of exactly how this course works when you adhere to what is being taught. And it's all down to hard work, applying what is taught, discipline. But it does show you that providing you put the effort in, providing you slow everything down and learn what you need to learn, you can see time and time again multiple, endless members doing what you're looking to do. And it's just a case of breaking it down, being defensive, adhering to the markets, increasing your market knowledge of what's happening, what you need to do, how you need to react, etc., etc. And you build it into a habit. And this habit, you can then rely on that habit to make a consistent profit day after day. Where else can you learn that? Where else do you see these kind of consistent results? It's proud for me to see it. And I love to read it. And read and see about member success. There's nothing better for me. But it's all there for you as well. Okay guys, I'll speak to you soon. Take care.